finished watching Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes and I'm pissed off because I cannot stop saying, what a wonderful day! Because I thoroughly enjoyed my time with this movie and it's a great successor to the 3 movies that came before it. But is it as good as Rise, Dawn, and War for the Planet of the Apes, the Caesar trilogy? You already know I gotta keep it a buck with you, so I'm gonna give you my honest, spoiler-free thoughts on the good and the bad of this movie. So I'm gonna start off with the bad off rip just because I think there's so little of it, at least for me personally. Definitely the length and pacing of this movie. The first act definitely takes its time, and although I do find it necessary to build this new world that we live in, it can definitely drag at times. But outside of that, I pretty much loved everything else in this movie. So, is it as good as Caesar's trilogy? No! But that's not entirely a bad thing, because this film is setting up to be its own trilogy. The main reason I really love this movie, outside of the phenomenal VFX work, which again is some of the best we've seen since Avatar: The Way of Water, is the story and the presence of Caesar, even though this takes place hundreds of years after his reign. His presence is felt throughout this movie. We now live in a world where the roles are reversed between humans and apes, with apes running point and the humans following in their footsteps. Off rip, I gotta say, Proximus Caesar is easily the best part of this movie. Just so damn charismatic and this false leader. I mean, obviously he's got the 2 best lines in the movie. What a wonderful day! Are you familiar with the concept of evolution? But another one of my minor negatives is that he's just not in the movie enough. I felt like I wanted more of him because he was just eating up the screen time with all of his damn aura oozing through the screen. I also really liked our triumphant trio in this movie of Noah, May, and Raka. Noah being our new ape protagonist, the indomitable ape spirit. I also really love what May brings to the table as this whole conspiracy unfolds. And every squad needs a Raka, but again, I just love this new world we see with apes taking lead. The visual effects are just so damn incredible. The motion capture work here is incredible. The visuals themselves, the sets, you can tell they actually filmed on location, which just adds to the realism. And there's a lot of heart and soul in this movie. Like I said earlier, Caesar doesn't need to be in this movie for his presence to be felt, but I like how they kind of weaponize this idea of Caesar, this deity, and manipulate his message. It's funny that Proximus Caesar is the one who's kind of preaching Caesar's message, even though he seems much more like a descendant of Koba, which by the way is the reason I love Dawn so much, because we get such an interesting villain like Koba, which is probably why I love this movie, because Proximus Caesar is a great villain. But all in all, I thoroughly enjoyed Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Watch this on the biggest screen possible in IMAX. Definitely worthy of your time in the theater. I ended up giving it 5 stars on Letterboxd. By the way, follow me on Letterboxd for more in-depth reviews. And let me know down in the comments below. You're going to be checking out Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes? Don't forget to like and follow FOMO.